So this happened recently in Singapore. All 23,000 OFWs, their passports stamped with a re-entry permit, basically allowing them to go back to the Philippines anytime, without having to apply for a new work visa. It's an effort to make it easier for OFWs to eventually come home for good. Here in the Philippines, there are more than 10 million Filipinos working overseas. We don't know exactly how many of them would take that deal, because let's face it, leaving the Philippines is easier said than done. But what if all of them did? What if all 10 million OFWs suddenly came home tomorrow? Not next year, not next month, tomorrow. For starters, our airport systems would collapse. We don't have the capacity to handle 10 million passengers, to process 10 million pieces of baggage, to accommodate 10 million people going through customs. There'd be delays not just for arriving OFWs, but also for all other flights. Baggage would pile up. Terminals would turn into refugee camps. Chaos would ensue. But assuming that somehow we were able to get everyone through the airport, what then? Because according to the BSP, Bangko Sentral Inahay Pilipinas, FW remittances averaged around 36 billion pesos every month in 2021. That's nearly $3 billion. So if 10 million OFWs suddenly came home and stopped working abroad, that would translate to tens of billions of lost revenue. Families who depend on monthly padala would be in shock. They'd have to recalculate their budgets, reevaluate their expenses, probably downsize their lifestyle. Real estate would take a hit because a lot of OFW remittances go into buying homes. Retail would suffer because families would have less money to spend. Education would be affected because a lot of OFWs use their earnings to pay for their kids' tuition. All of these would contribute to a recession. The economy would feel it immediately. And while all of these sound bad, maybe some good things would also happen. For example, Filipino families would have a chance at reconnecting. Think about it. Some kids would finally get to meet the parent they only knew through video calls, the one who was always busy in other countries, so they had to rely on text and video messages instead. Some couples would suddenly have to share the same space again, after years of being apart, used to talking to each other through Messenger or WhatsApp, missing their anniversaries and birthdays, and other important dates. They'd now have to navigate being together under one roof again. For better or for worse, it could spark reconnections, or highlight how time has changed everything. It would definitely be an adjustment period for a lot of families. But maybe, just maybe, it would also be a good thing. Maybe it's a reminder that behind every OFW is a sacrifice we rarely acknowledge. A sacrifice made easier by technology, but no less real because of it. Video calls and text messages can only do so much. Nothing beats the comfort of having your family around, having them physically present, and if the Philippines is the home that 10 million OFWs would eventually want to come back to, then it needs to be worth staying. In the meantime, though, while they're still abroad, the least we can do is ensure their safety and well-being. From mental health support to legal assistance, they need to know that they're not alone. If you're watching this and you're an OFW, we salute you. You may be far from home, but you're always in our thoughts. And if you ever need someone to talk to, you can reach out to us. We might not be able to solve your problems, but we'll listen. We're here to listen. This is Overthinking PH. We're Overthinking FH. What are your thoughts? Leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please like and subscribe because we love you. Want deeper takes like this? Visit our Gumroad store. It's linked in the description. Thank you for watching. See you next time.